Perfect. Great. So good morning again, everyone. So we can start with the webinar now. So first of all, let me introduce you with my team. So we have uh, Tripurari Yadav with us. He is my colleague since almost 18 years. You can see him waving. Uh, he is, actually involved into the using of this framework since 18 years and involved in all the operations. So he knows about the framework more than me. A very committed person, and it's he is an asset to the company. Uh, Second, I wanted to introduce my colleague Suraj Mane. Suraj, you can just wave. Yeah, sorry, the video is from mobile phone, so that's why he looks very short. Otherwise, a well-built guy. So he is one of the most sincere person in my team, and he is also using this Kaizen framework since almost 8 9 years now. So I'm very lucky to have such kind of people in my team who are more hardworking and committed than me. So it's good to be around such people. Uh, I also have Hardik with me. Hardik, can start your video in case if you can. So Hardik is my younger brother, and he is the one who has actually coded this framework, low code framework. So he is the one who makes this framework and also do all the debugging and everything. Pure techie guy. Okay, so that's it from my side. And so what we'll do, we'll start the webinar with first of all the presentation. Okay, so don't worry, even I don't like lengthy PPT files presentation. We'll try to make it very short and simple. We'll first cover the basic theory so that you understand what we are talking about. Later on, then next Tripurari will show you live framework, how you can make software out of this framework. And later on, after that, we can have a question answer round. I don't like to, arrange a very formal meeting. So in case if you have any doubt, query, whatever, you can anytime raise your hand and, we'll address your question. In case if there are too many questions, I'll request you put your question on the chat box, so that we'll address it one by one. And in case if you have any feedback also, it's most welcome. And finally, please hang on. We have a special announcement today. So please don't log out in between. It is really interesting for you and very beneficial for you. So stick to the end of the meeting. So what I'll do, I will start with the presentation first. Just hold on. Let me share my screen. Just a second. One second. I'm just sharing my screen. Yeah. Okay. Great. You can see my screen?
Yes.
Great. Okay, perfect. So what we'll be seeing today is a low code framework. The generic name is low code framework. The framework what we have developed, the name we have given is Kaizen framework. Kaizen means in Japanese it is constant update. Uh, Now, so why do you need low code framework? So that's the first question. Any framework, whether it's my low code framework or any other framework. So obviously the obvious reasons are faster development, less dependency on the developer, live updates, no source code maintenance, and no special skills needed. These are the typical requirement for any low code framework. Why Kaizen? So since there are many low code framework, and trust me guys, there are more coming. So why you should go for Kaizen framework? So first of all, it's already tried and tested. So this 16 is actually a very old figure. I forgot to update. It's more than now 18 years we are using this framework. We have made software ourselves for more than 100 industries right now, whether it's manufacturing, retail, distribution, service, anything. And we are constantly updating. That's the reason why we named it Kaizen framework. We have a very practical approach about making software. So I don't believe in ideology. So I must have spoken to almost everyone who is present here, and my goal ultimately behind making the framework was to earn more profit. I mean, I don't want to claim that this is one of the best and the high like the state of the art technology kind of framework. No, it doesn't make any sense. It's purely made for the commercial purpose. It's easy to learn and use. Obviously, it has to be easy to learn and use. Otherwise, it's again, it's of no use. You don't need to compile, publish, deploy, upload, test, nothing. We have removed all the processes. You can't export anything. You can't generate code. You can't generate any file or anything. You will see, in the live demo how this is working. So we have an option where you can write a custom jQuery in case if you wanted to have some custom logic you wanted to define on browser. It's free to host anywhere. You can host it wherever you want. So we don't control or own any database or application or anything. And this is, by the way, white label. So you can change the logo, color, format, everything. And the last thing, advanced features compared to other framework. So what I have actually written, will prove it. In fact, you will prove it when you use the framework, because this is what have been told to us, people who have moved from other framework to my framework. Now, security measures. So since we are serving lots of banks, financial institutions, so we have been through all the multiple rounds of VAPT. We have taken care of all the security measures. But obviously, security is something, which we have to keep optimizing it on a regular basis. So these are the typical OWASP top 10 security measures, what we have taken care. But yes, there are many. And in case if you wanted to talk more about this, Hardik is the right person for this. We can have a separate discussion about the security things later on. And privacy policies. So I understand that you will be using this framework to serve your customer. So our first promise is always that we will never read from the database. That's our first promise. So how we'll be tracking? So we'll be only tracking four things. That is the MAC address, URL, where you have hosted the application, the concurrent count of the developer, not the name and ID, because then again we will be violating the first promise of not reading the database. So we'll be just getting the count and the version of the framework. That's it. And this and that too, we will only capture when you log in as a developer and not as a user. Don't worry, you will understand this, when Tripurari will show you how, what do you mean by when you log in as a developer or a user. It's very simple and easy. So as promised, my presentation ends here. It's only 4-5 slides. And let me ask Tripurari to share his screen, and Tripurari, you can start with the demo.
Okay.
Over to you. Yeah, thank you.
So everyone can see my screen. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, I can see the screen.
Okay. So you want to start the framework. So first process is you have to download your framework from this website, kaizenframework.app. This is the website name. You have to go there and click on a download link. Once you click on download link, you will see a click here to download the framework. This is the latest framework 1.1.8. So this is the process. We have made a video how to install this on your server and what are the configuration you have to update. So these are the step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you have done this process, so you will get a URL. Guys, whatever URL you have, you can host this application on your local machine, on a web, or a subdomain on main domain. So it's on up to you. Once you have configured, you open the application, you will see a login page. So same login page you will see, username and password it will ask. So there is two types of user. One is user and one is a admin. Admin means as a developer. So I am first login as a user. So just I am signing. So I have just logged in the application. So this is the by default application you will get. So here is the company name and you have multiple locations link. So who has logged in, then this is the menu by default you will get in your application. So once you download the application, you will get by default user management option in the system. You can create users, you can assign a role. So we have given a role as a multiple page wise. So each page which you have, suppose this is a page user master in which you will get view, add, edit, delete, user wise, location wise, and company wise. So you can see a data company wise, location wise, user wise, and on a page you will have these much options. You can view data only, you can add, edit, delete. So these are the information you will receive by default. Now this blank application you want to develop your for your company or for your client some software. So what you have to do, just click on logout and I will log in as a developer. So admin is a user ID and password for a developer. So just click on a sign in. Same application will open, but you will see a edit option everywhere. Suppose these are here, you can see a pencil icon. This means it's editable. So these are the by default pages. If you want to modify or you want to add some fields, you can update from here. These are the designs of the page. Or if you want to create a new page, so in a transaction, I want one new page as a feedback or an inquiry. So what I will do, I will click here, add new page. So once I have created, here is the field form type. So first I am taking as a submit and list. So page name, what will be the name of the page? So I'm giving as a March feedback. So what it will do, it will take as a table name this. So you can change your table name. If you have already existing database, then system will not create any new table. If you using as a fresh framework, then it will create a new table. So where you want to display this menu, I'm parent in a transaction. I want here in the transaction. So just click on a add and it's done. So record added in the transaction, you can see March feedback. Now I want to add a field. So this is the blank page. Please add at least one section or a field. So click on a add field and give a name, whatever you want. Suppose I am creating a field as a customer name. So this is the label and this is the field name in the table. It will get created. So it's required mandatory. Here is a multiple type of field. I am just taking as a text and add. So this is the field created. Now I want another field. Click here, add field. Now I want as a address, customer address, and I want this as a text area and add. Same if I want a date by default as a feedback. Date. Now here is a field as a date. If I want this as a, suppose I've added this field and I want this as a lock, automatically it's get locked and by default is take today's date, then click on here and make it as a read one and update. So like this, you can create n number of a field on a form. If you want to create a child table, that also can be done. Let me first show you this, how it's going to work. Now I will click here as a preview. So this is the my field. Here I will add my name, address, age, and save. So record added in the list, you can see a record. So if you want to add it, just click on a edit button. If you want to modify information, the update, record updated, see. So you can create a multiple entry. See. So this is the simple. You can add, edit, update. Now you want to filter a data. Click here, filter, and I want to search only B related data. See. So sorting. These are the facility information you will get automatically. So if you want to add some child table, suppose here you want to give a feedback of a multiple products. So in that case, you have to add one. Here is option. If you can add in this section also, or you can create a new section here and give as a name detail, number of columns. And so I have created a new section. So see, this is the feedback and detail. Now I want this should not display as a tab. Then what I will do, just click here and give a short order second. So now this section will display below. So I want to add one child table, add child, click feedback detail. I will give a table as a mark feedback detail, and I want allow add, edit, delete, inline edit, and add. So now this is my child table created. So now I have to add a field. So I will create field product name. So I want this as a text box, insertable, mandatory required, and click on a add. So, and one more field I want as a after product remark. I want this as a text required insertable, and this will be my second field. So now I've created as a child table. Now I want to preview. Just click on a preview button. See, Suraj Mane. So here product A, B, C, remark paste, edit. So here you can add multiple products. Now I've created on a save. So this is done. Just click on a list, Suraj Mane. Just edit it and you will save data. So this is the inline edit. If you want to change information, you can change line. If some customer don't want inline edit, then what you have to do, just click on go to a previous page, click on a child, and here you will see allow inline edit off and update. So now again I will preview. See, so it's locked. If you want user to change, just click on edit and then information update. If you have any query, you can ask. So I can explain other things, whatever you want. So
Hello? Can you
yeah,
hear me? So basically, you are showing this. There is an application which has already been developed in Kaizen, and
yeah.
you are getting this application by creating a new form. Is
Uh,
what that you mean to show?
yeah, see, it's not a, you cannot say as an application. Actually, it's a framework in which what we have done, we have created a basic information which you required for any application, which we have developed by default. And after that, you can enhance this to any level till ERP, CRM module, accounting system, inventory system.
Mm-hmm.
So
Uh, okay, Tripurari, let me try to explain Sachinji here. So, Sachinji, what has happened? Sorry, actually,
Fine.
we missed one important point that, see, can you see the URL? Tripurari, can you just highlight your mouse on the URL?
yeah,
URL. Yeah, so assume that this particular framework is hosted
Mm-hmm.
on your server on your domain. Okay. Let's
Okay.
say it can be sachin.com. Okay.
Okay.
Now, database, application, everything remains with you on your server.
Okay.
When you by default, the default screen when you log in first time as a developer is you see these things, these default menus, these default dashboards. Okay. And then you can start building application from that. Now,
Okay.
obviously,
Okay. Got it.
there are few things which every application will have. I'll give an example. So let's say every application will have a user master where you will be defining your user.
Right.
It will have a role master where you will be defining the role of each and every user.
Right.
Where you will say that, okay, you know, this user can only see this or add this or edit this or delete this, print, whatever it is. So there can be a company master where, you know, you will be defining your company. You can have multiple location for each company.
Yeah.
So all these things are by default set over here so that you don't waste your time on these obvious things and you can move ahead, you know, with your development further.
Okay.
Now, you can download this framework from my website. Tripurari, if you can just open our website quickly.
Yes.
I have also seen that thing.
Yeah. No,
In
I
that.
mean, it's good that you are asking questions so that this also helps me to make it clear for other participants also. So it's like very good you have asked this. So you can see that, you know, on my website, kaizenframework.app, you can go to the download page and you can download the framework from here. Yeah. So this is simply just like, you know, downloading a WordPress thing and, you know, hosting it on your server. That's it. As simple as that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, assume that I'm just giving a hypothetical example. For example, say I have two applications which I'm supposed to develop, two different applications, right?
Right.
We'll be having the two different domain name. For example, timesheet application and a travel and expense application.
Perfect.
Right. So I would be logging into in this application, right?
Right.
And then I would be creating a page for say timesheet.
Right. Right.
So for that, I'll be creating users, I'll be creating
Right.
role teams,
Right.
everything.
Right.
And for TNE also, I would be logging into the same application. So how are
Yes.
you going to differentiate between two applications? Like
So,
for
okay.
timesheet.
So assuming that you want totally different two applications, okay?
Right.
You don't want to
Right.
connect them at all.
No.
So just like simple, how you host two different websites, you have two different domains, maybe
Right.
two different server virtual directories. That's it. So you can have like timesheet.sachin.com as one application, and other can be like other.sachin.com as other application. So the application will be separated. The database also can be separated.
So, so my Kaizen framework or
Yeah.
the Kaizen hosting would be
Two.
there will be two hostings for
Yeah.
Kaizen. Okay,
Yeah.
there are two, right? So there will be two separate logins, admin or
Exactly.
the developer logins.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
And
Got it.
also, it's good that again you asked this question. You can also copy certain pages or a section or a field from one application to another just by one click. So
Okay.
that also we will show you how to do that. Okay. And
Got
one more thing, in case, so there may be a situation wherein you want multiple companies to run single application, but you want separate database for each companies. Your
right.
logic still remains the same. So typical SaaS
Right.
model we can think about, right? So that option is also available in framework. So you can enable the SaaS mode, which will create multiple database for each and every individual customer. Pure data, you know, that database will only have pure data, and you just have one application to maintain all these databases.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll get another question from Mr. Jaiswal. Jaiswal ji, please tell me, what's your question, sir? You have raised your hand.
No, my question was answered by Sachinji's question.
Chaliye, badhiya hai, sir.
Just one more thing. तो
Yeah.
अगर for example my domain is sachin.com for example.
Right.
तो उसके पीछे ये kaizen dot sachin.com तो नहीं आएगा, right?
No. So this is completely white label. So
Let me
it's
show some
up to you. Yeah, Tripura, you can show some test
Yes.
applications. Yeah.
Live application. See,
So
this is the live application, erp.badamikarsource.com.
Okay.
So it's the customer domain and ERP is a subdomain. So here, if we log in as a, see, here company customer's logo, all the information is.
Okay. Understood. Understood. Got it. Got it.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
great. Any other questions? Any other? Yeah, Sanjay bhai.
Hey Vipul,
Yeah.
so I want to ask one quick question. You
Yes.
mentioned about you can have a multiple companies and this multiple companies can have a multiple databases, right?
Right. Right.
So is it in a way supports a multi-tenancy kind of a structure?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Like is it in a kind of a supports a multi-tenancy kind of a support? Like is it
Tenancy.
yeah?
I didn't
Is it
understood
a
the word
multi-tenant?
tenancy.
Sorry, come again.
I couldn't understand the word tenancy. What do you mean by tenancy?
You mentioned about the SaaS model that we
Yes.
can support a SaaS model, right?
Yes. Yes.
So will this be a single tenant or a multi-tenant? Like, can I have a multiple customers operating on a single software?
Hmm. Yeah, you can do that.
See, there is
Okay.
a two options. One is you can host this application on a server, and you create as one domain, sas.some application.com. Okay, so you created two customers, customer one and customer two, and you have given a both customer a user ID and password. Once a customer log in, every once you uh, first customer cannot see any information of second customer. Okay, but and customer's logo will become, and all the application is the same. So the database is a common, application is a common. In here, what's the problem is if you have multiple records, huge database, if there is a lakhs of transaction for customer one, then customer two have lakhs of transaction. So in a after 5 to 6 years, the application is getting a database size is getting increased. So in that case, what we have given an option, you can create two database. Application will remain same, domain will remain same, login interface will remain same, but in the database you will on the server you will create two database. For customer one you have separate database, customer two you have separate database. So you can move in a future if you want to uh, differentiate this application from one server to another server.
Got it. And
So
how do you configure? Is it like configurable from this website only or from this portal? Like how you can manage multiple databases?
you can configure from a user master. We have one configuration page. From there you have to assign the user and database.
I see.
Okay,
Got it.
just to add here, Sanjay bhai. So we have the whole knowledge base on YouTube. So we have, I think so, more than now 115 videos on YouTube, and we keep adding more videos. As we understand that these are the gray areas where people have most of the questions. So we try to make videos, and we will upload it on our channel regularly. So if you see the video, you will get a complete idea, and all the steps are written in that description of the video.
Yeah, thanks, Vipul. Actually, Pratik is talking on my behalf. I'm just sitting next to him.
Acha,
So,
acha. Okay,
Pratik. Yeah.
great.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, Vipul. Thanks.
Yeah. So I have one question in the chat box. So I'll take the first question is SF. Sorry, can I know your name, SFG? If you can just mute yourself and tell me your name.
Shabir
Shabir
Sailor.
bhai. Acha, Shabir bhai. Yeah, so you can put GIF logo. Yes, you can put a GIF logo in the dashboard. Yes, you can. You can, in fact, call a complete HTML into a dashboard and design it as per your convenience. So you can do that. Yes. Second question I have is Praveen bhai. Very good question. He is asking, who are your competitor? Sir, let me be very honest with you. My competitor is the mindset of not changing yourself. Because if I ask one question to whoever are, so we have, I think, so how much? 30, we have 36 participants. If I ask one question, are you having problem in developing applications? Maybe it's a time, maybe it's money, it's cost, it's developer dependency. I'm sure all 36 will say yes. In fact, whoever I have talked to, maybe more than 1,000 IT company owners, everyone has said yes. The problem is they don't want to change. They wanted to live with the problem. Shabir bhai, if you can just mute yourself. So, sir, real competition is the mindset. People are not happy with whatever they are doing. They are not able to make profit. But then again, they don't want to change and adopt a new system. So this is one of the biggest problem I am facing.
I have a question related to workflow notifications and
yes,
the workflow related update, etc. So can you please enlighten on this area?
Yeah. So what I understand, Rajiv bhai, is that in case if I can show you a demo wherein we are doing some cascading effect. It means, let's say that if I have a drop down, if I do some, let's say if I change a drop down, you want me to populate some other drop downs or text box or grid or run an API. Is that what you
No,
mean?
not like that actually. Not like that. My question is related to email notification,
Okay.
the WhatsApp notification or some other kind of notification. That is one thing.
Yeah.
Another thing is webhook updating some other application.
Yes.
So that kind of workflow are we talking about? So I'm looking for something where either there is a workflow already in your this thing, or there are workflow tools which is like the Zapier, etc. Are they possible? Are they integrated with you? You already listed with them.
Yes.
Because this is going to be one system which is probably going to manage the operations, but then on the finance and other things, we might have another or this thing.
Yes.
So that is number one. And second thing is, so that is called third party integration. Second thing is also related to notifications at various stage.
Okay.
And also updating another module within your application itself. For example, once a particular record is updated, we want to go and update the count at the customer level itself.
Right.
So these kind of things, can you please highlight?
Great. So you have asked me actually 3 questions. So I'll take it.
Actually, another thing also, people also mobile app.
हाँ गौरव जी, yes, मैं आ रहा हूँ उसके ऊपर.
Mobile app.
Yes, मैं आ रहा हूँ उसके ऊपर आ रहा हूँ. So first question, Rajiv bhai, what you ask is about the notifications. Now you will get notifications, or you can set notifications in a 3-4 different way. One is emails, obviously, because email are the most common notifications. You can set email notification on any event. Let's say maybe on saving of a record or updations or click or whatever it is. Second, you can schedule an email notification. So let's say you can, let's say I'll just give you a hypothetical example. So let's say we have a CRM application built in this software framework. Now I want that on a particular date and time, my user should get a notification, as an email. So that you can set. So you can set same way you can set notification of SMS. You can do it WhatsApp or any other way. Second question you asked, that how about integrating other APIs with this particular framework? Yes, you can integrate any APIs, any third-party APIs with this framework. Also, you can create API and expose your data with the token and whatever logic you want to set to other applications also, whether it's in JSON or XML or whatever is your data set you wanted to try. Third, Gaurav ji, आपका भी question इसमें आ जाएगा, that yes, this is 100% mobile responsive application. It means whatever you do the development, whether it's reports or forms or dashboard or anything, by default, it will work on a Android APK. And for Android notification, in case if you kill the application on the background, because we keep clearing our memory, mobile memory regularly. In case if the application is killed from the background, you will still get a notification via Google Firebase, and that setting is already there. You don't have to take any extra efforts of that. So just since you have started this conversation of mobile thing, let me tell you, it by default have all these functionality of mobile, like geotagging, camera access. You can read barcode, QR code from camera and do the validation. You have a signature option on the mobile phone. You can log in from OTP. So all these functionalities are by default there. So Rajiv bhai and Gaurav bhai, I hope
it's a very good
this
thing. I
clear.
just want to know whether it is a native app or it will be a hosted app.
No,
Because
sir,
in
this is not
mobile,
this is not a native app, because this is
Okay.
we are simply calling web view, this application on a web view in a APK.
Done. I understood. Done.
Sir,
Thank
native
you.
application, if we try to create, again, it's a lengthy process, for a lot of time, efforts, cost
Yeah. I
is
understand.
involved. So
I understand, Vipul bhai. No issue.
yeah, Rajiv, I hope I have cleared your doubts.
We can
Yes,
show a
you
mobile
have.
app.
Yes, you have. And one more question is something similar to like web to lead form, etc. So, what if we want to give forms on our website,
Yeah,
which will then fill in the data into the tables of the application?
great. So you can do this by two ways. So one is simply, as I said, either you can throw data from your website to this application via API. That is one option. Second option, you can create page which are outside login area. So you can simply just copy the URL and call wherever you wanted to do that. So when you make a page, you have an option. You can see Tripurari showing you, which is called, so we call it as an unauthorized. It means these pages are outside the login area so that anyone can access it if they have a link. Obviously, we make sure that, all the attacks and the, SQL injection and all the security measures are being taken care here. So I hope this was clear to you. Yeah, I'll take the next question now. So Saloni ji has asked a question. In case we have custom calculation business rules in field or form, how do you execute? Yes, ma'am. You can create any level of custom calculation logic, any flow you can build on form or a report or a section or a field, anything. So again, there are two ways to do it. One is, in case if you wanted to write a custom logic on browser, on front end validation, if you wanted to do, you can do it via jQuery very easily. Okay, Tripura will show you how to do that on an event. So let's say if I click something, it should do some XYZ steps that can be done. Also, you can have a backend database side script which will do the work on all whatever custom business logic you wanted to set. It'll help me to be very specific if you can also give me a real life example, because that'll, otherwise I'll keep talking in a very general term and then it becomes too generalized.
Let me explain some example. Suppose if you want to make a field as a autocomplete, you for type initial and data get filtered. So for that, what you have to do, just click on a field, and we have created this field as a autofill text box. Now, if you select autofill text box here, it will ask from where you will receive this data. So this is the procedure we have created. Just click here. This is my procedure. So this is a field, and we have displaying from this product master like this. So this is the query from where you will receive this data. So one method is this for auto fill the text box. Second is once you select one product, so automatically product name and pack size should get populated. So what you have to do, just click on a field and on a change. So we have given a script option to create your script. So add new. So let me show you my existing script. On a change, what we are doing, we are getting a get text. So we will get information by passing these two parameters, location ID and main product ID, and display a product name. Same if we want to fill a drop down, then there is an option get list. So this is the procedure where we are passing a first parameter is my value and which you want to fill. So next parameter. So these are the automatic process. Below is the example. Suppose if you want to create a get list, just click here. then your procedure name, which field you want to fill, just here type and it will select. Send where you want to fill this value, just type. So once you click OK, it will get added here automatically. So we have given an option to type a script or a embed any additional information. Same way we have given option to do a jQuery. Any custom calculation and other things you can do from a jQuery. Let me show that also. Here, this. So this is my sales invoice page. We have created a sales invoice page on a. Let me go to a sales invoice. See, here quantity, rate, amount. So what you have to do, just click on a field here. If you want to see, if my quantity is greater than stock quantity, then you can show a message stock is less than the bill quantity. Please agree to continue or cancel for no. So like this, you can type your jQuery here, and other calculations also you can create. So we do GST calculations and all the things here. Let me show some example. I'm typing one customer. So here product. See, stock quantity is 0. If I am entering 10, it will show stock quantity less than bill quantity. If still we want to continue, okay. So our rate 5,000. See, it's get calculated. So
I think yeah, that clarifies my question. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Saloni ji. So I got a question in the chat box by Ashutosh ji. So he says that he has already hosted Kaizen in IIS server, but every time when you log in the morning, it takes 3 to 4 minutes only to initial load. Maybe it's because of the crystal report print. I don't think so. Ideally, it doesn't take any time because we have more than like 25-30 software companies who are using this framework. So this is, I think so, there might be some server-sided setting issue. If you can allow us to see your server, maybe we can help you to configure it properly and solve the problem, because we haven't faced any such issue with anyone. But yes, we would love to understand where exactly the problem is.
Because we also use the same crystal report for printing purpose.
Yeah.
See.
So Sachin bhai, you have a question. So please ask, sir.
Yeah, Vipul, I have two questions. One is related to authentication and authorization.
Okay.
Does this application support single sign-on with MFA, like integrating with Azure AD? Because now, if there are custom login ID and password, the user needs to remember that.
Yeah. So for login, yeah, actually we are working on this Microsoft. I forgot the
Azure
AD.
Directory and Azure.
So actually, what happened, so it's good that you raise this question. If you can provide us more information on this, we would love to add this functionality into the framework, because see, more than 50% of the functionality what you see in the framework has been suggested by users like you.
Okay.
If you can, provide us more information, we would love to add that functionality. And yes, by the way, we don't charge anything for that, adding any new functionality, because that's the value addition.
Actually, we are working on the same. Actually, we that thing we are actually working on. They are asking the same thing.
But Vipul, I would be charging you for the ideas.
Acha.
Okay, and then my
second
thing is that what about the SQL encryption? Does it have support encryption at a REST and at a transit?
So see, ideally, we should not encrypt data and store it into SQL. Otherwise, firing query will be too expensive. So what we are doing, we are only encrypting password and storing
Okay.
it in SQL, because we
No, no,
don't have to
suppose
worry
now,
about retrieving that back.
suppose now, if there are some sensitive information, in particular table itself, right? So can we, does it suppose
You
encrypt
can
in
do
a
that.
particular format?
Yes, you can encrypt field in case if you want, but then it's not a common practice. Because again, you know, firing query is always then expensive, because you have to again then bring the whole data into the middle tier, decrypt it, then again, you know, filter it out and do lots of process. For password, we do that because we don't have to worry about retrieving the password, because it's all one way. You will always reset the password.
Yeah, hashtag. So, and the last thing is that regarding reporting was, you're using Crystal report. So do we also need to have a license Crystal report?
No, I think so. The 6 point something version is free for Crystal report. You don't need any license for that.
Actually, we are not using Crystal report application on the server. On server basis, you will just need web edition. Okay, that is free from SAP. For to creating an application, you need a setup file in your desktop or in your laptop. There are also SAP free versions of Crystal reports available in the market. I think so sir told that version name also. And if you want that Crystal report setup, we can provide you from our website on.
Okay.
So what kind of server do you suggest? Is it a Windows server or Linux server?
Windows.
Yeah, we need
we are
Windows
working
server.
on the Windows server.
Okay.
Okay.
And there is also SSRS, SQL Server Reporting Services. So is it, since we have SQL license in our company, right? So we have the SSRS inbuilt license. So can we use that also, or does it only stick to?
No, we are still working on embedding SSRS into this framework.
Okay.
Yeah. So currently we have 3-4 options for reports. One is Crystal report, that is one. Second is we are showing the data on browser in a data table library. That's a default reporting tool. Third, you can also embed any JS library reporting tool, whichever is your favorite. You can link within the framework and generate report out of that. And fourth, which is the most common, and we keep telling our customer that if you have a large amount of data, just get dumped into a CSV or Excel and, you know, do whatever you want in that file, because rendering it on browser or processing it very expensive thing again.
And how about bringing some external module within iframe?
Sorry, I didn't get you, sir. If you can give me an example.
So say you have an application and you build up in our application, custom application, we build up a kind of form having iframe. And within the iframe, we want to call some other external application.
Yeah, that can be possible.
Okay. ये हमने कहीं त्रिपुरारी किया है? Can we show अभी?
I think some client has done. They are showing information on a iframe on a dashboard and somewhere on a page also. By creating a HTML div, they are populating information.
I'll take another question. संजय भाई, आपका कोई क्वेश्चन है? तो नहीं तो मैं दूसरा क्वेश्चन ले लेता हूँ.
Hey, sorry, Pratik here again.
हाँ, Pratik bhai. हाँ, sorry.
So I have again a quick question, not from the development perspective or the field level authorization authentication perspective, more from the business standpoint.
Right.
From this software, have we evaluated, or what is the difference between your Kaizen software versus any other CMSs of .NET which are available, like Umbraco or Kentico, .NET Nuke? Because those CMSs again provide the same kind of a functionality, right? Like whatever you just explained about authentication, authorization, bringing in your dynamic scripts, adding your scripts, calling the stored procedures, adding fields, creating page, menu navigations, role management, user management, everything has been available in those CMSs.
Perfect.
So how does that how is that different from your Kaizen software?
Okay, so I'll answer it this way. So first of all, I have not evaluated whatever frameworks you have mentioned with my framework. So it will be very unfair me to give a statement that nee, mera framework best hai. No, that's a very immature statement. Suresh ji, if you can just put it on mute. Okay, sorry. So Pratik ji, so इसका जवाब मैं ऐसे देता हूँ. So there will be lot of frameworks coming in few years. You will be seeing a lot of low code framework coming in. So how do I stay ahead of the competition? How do I be more relevant? So the simple answer is that I am using this framework since 18 years, and we have worked on almost every kind of industry, whether it's for POS or manufacturing, retail, banks, servicing, anything. So I think so. The more probability we capture, the more mature the framework will become. Now, again, I don't have any clear answer to your question that they are better or I am better. If I say that, okay, I am better without any understanding, then I will look immature. So I will not answer it in this way. So I think so. The best thing for you should be, please do a fair comparison and let me know what shortfalls you see in my framework that will help me to upgrade.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for asking this question. Akshay ji has a question here. So Akshay is asking, can we customize theme for this UR appearance of drop-down text box? Yes, sir, you can. So what we have done, we have used Bootstrap 4 library as a default theme. You can change anything, whatever you want, by just going through those Bootstrap files into that CSS, and you can change everything. Also, there is an option where you can have a conditional formatting. So you can have like, I just wanted to blink something if it goes above this and or whatever logic you wanted to apply, you can apply that also. You can have a conditional formatting. Great. So thank you, Akshay bhai, for asking this question. Any other question? Suresh ji, if you have any question. You are, sir, you are on mute.
No, actually, I'm watching. I think many of our friends here are asking very good questions, so I think that's good enough. But well, as I see, a lot of people are popping up with questions that's coming up in their mind, which is very good. But after these queries are over, I think it would be nice if you can, if we can spend about uninterrupted 15-20 minutes on the structure, on the architecture and designing of the application, those aspects, the developing aspects of that, like how would someone go about starting from the scratch?
Yeah,
at least with few examples. Yeah,
great. So for that, what I will suggest, we have a playlist in YouTube wherein we have actually shown how to make an inventory software from scratch. So you are building everything from scratch. So we have recorded the screen in Suraj has made that video. So it is a step-by-step process.
Okay, so we are not having that here. Okay, all right, fine.
Yeah, so you can see it on my YouTube channel. I'll share the link with you. And it has
Yeah.
all the reports
But
and
that
prints
video
and
is
dashboard.
actually in Hindi. So if you want
No, it's okay.
want
No
some
problem.
explanation,
No,
yeah.
Hindi is fine for me. No problem.
Yeah. Okay.
Great. So you can have Tripura, if you can show some barcode, QR code या dashboard thing. तब तक शायद कुछ और questions आ जाते हैं तो हम बाद में we'll
Let
address
me
them.
share my screen.
हाँ सूरज मोबाइल दिखा देना एक बार.
Yeah.
Can I show you mobile first? So please give me access to the mobile. Suraj mobile. Make it a co-host.
Vipul sir, access them host.
1 second. Suraj mobile.
Yeah.
1 second. Just hold. Suraj mobile. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you are co-host.
Yeah.
So by the time you start your mobile, let me just quickly address one more question from Ashutosh ji. So Ashutosh ji, actually, I think so you must be doing some mistakes here. So in case if you can show us your application, maybe we'll be able to help you to resolve the query. Because generally ये problem तो नहीं आना चाहिए, because autocomplete is like a very common thing everyone keeps using. So we can have one-to-one on this later on. So don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, Suraj,
This is the
let's start.
mobile app.
I don't know
Now
whether you have addressed this question. How about the licensing? You know, the one is the developer, the other thing is user, and sometimes there is a portal licensing for the external parties, etc. So, can you address how the licensing works?
So first of all, so since there is no license from our side to yours, okay, you don't need any license or anything. You just simply download the framework, host it, and you can start using it. Now it's up to you how you deal with your customer, because we don't control anything. We never read the database, so we don't know what is happening. It's not in our control.
So, okay, so can you please let me know about the costing?
Sir, my framework is free and it will remain free.
Okay. Why should be free actually?
Because, sir, we wanted to capture the whole India. We want to stop everyone in India to write code and use this framework. Unfortunately, we are not Microsoft or Google that people will blindly trust me and start paying me from day one. It's not going to happen. So what we thought that let's keep this version free so that at least the onboarding is easy. We are actually working on a very advanced version of this framework that will be paid. So you'll have two options, free one or a paid one. So, then it will be your choice.
Okay. And the second thing is, how about the help of the resources that we might require to customize your framework?
Yeah.
So do you have anything?
Yeah. So we have two support model for that. So one support model is free, which is YouTube channel. Second is we have our own community on Google group wherein people keep posting about their query doubts, and either my team or other Kaizen users, they help each other to resolve any issue or support or whatever. The paid one, the paid support we have, the other support paid one is that in case if you want any hand holding from my team. So let's say if you have a project and you wanted to do it in framework, Kaizen framework, and you want that, okay, my team should get involved in the training or support or whatever it is.
Okay.
So for that, we charge per man day, because obviously that is my operational cost.
Okay.
So that we charge.
I can see in your screen here, Vipassana meditation. That is one I think NGO. Some similar NGO, I want to support them and I want to do something. Okay. And I would like to start with that and then go to the business customers.
Okay. Yeah, we can have a one-to-one. We can talk in depth about how we can move ahead.
Okay.
It's good that you came up with this question. So yes, again, let me clarify. This framework is free and this will remain free. And again, we don't control anything. We don't own anything. So I think so we should move ahead. Suraj, yeah, you can continue.
Yeah. So this is the application.
Just one question.
Okay. Yeah.
Suraj.
We were talking about this last time. I think it's about 3-4 years back, I believe.
Yeah.
Regarding the case where your files.
Yeah.
The case Kaizen framework files, tables, store procedures, and those stuffs were populating on my main database.
Yes.
Like if I have my database application, database for my own application,
right?
Your files were populating onto my same database. That was number one inconvenience I faced.
Right.
Number two was that my tables in my database, we separate them by schema.
Schema, yes.
Yeah. So at that time, when we were talking with you, you said it was your framework didn't support the schema, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So can you please now explain how far we are?
Yes. So I think so. After that, Hardik have worked something on schema.
Yes, we are actually using schema in database. So we can set the schema, default schema, either a DBO, or we can set any schema for Kaizen. Okay, let's say I have created a database called Kaizen DB. So my schema will be, or if you are starting the new project and your database name is Kaizen DB, then Kaizen DB dot anything. So your schema will be Kaizen DB. And you can change that also.
There is one thing. I mean, in one database, I can have let's say 50 tables.
Yeah.
And those 50 tables belong to different modules, right?
Right.
Some 10 tables might belong to one module, and another 10 might belong to another module. So I will create schema based on the modules and segregate the tables into different schema. So when I design your page on Kaizen application, when you ask me to select the table name, I would assign. I need the feature where I can specify not just the table name, but schema name, what table name.
Yes. So actually, the front end thing is not currently developed. Okay, so you cannot choose while developing the page, but you can choose in the backend. So currently we are working on that also. Hardik Sel will provide a schema name beside the table name. So whenever we are creating a new page, you will be getting a new field called schema, and then you will be getting table name.
Yeah.
So you can assign. Yeah, that will become in future.
Because that is very
Next
critical
version.
part of for where I got really stuck last time when I tried to.
Yes. We can easily do that because we are actually in backend. We have actually created the structure. There is no functionality in front end, so you can put manually or you can put by yourself.
That is,
so
you mean
we
that
have
is
to
in the
create
queries? That is in the queries, backend queries.
Yeah. Yes.
Script,
In backend
script
queries,
and
we
all
have
that we can
already.
do.
Yeah. Yes. We have already
But
done
on
that.
the front end, we cannot select. But that's fine. But that is okay that you are working on. And second point, your files, your framework related files and store procedures or whatever things are there, will they populate on the same database as mine, or it will be different database, or if it is on my same database, will it be?
Is it on you? If you want to use same database for Kaizen, we provide you just one script. Okay, that one script will create structural tables, procedures, and things that we need to run Kaizen. That's only okay. If you want to create a new database, then you can do that also, and you can store. You have one mother database called Kaizen. There will be you will creating structure only. Okay, page designs, reports, and everything, and the data will get stored into your database. That thing that Tripoy sir has explained earlier, you can do that also. One project, multiple database, and one project, same database. You can use same database also, multiple database also.
So if I have 5 companies, let's say same application for 5 different companies, the framework can be a separate database.
Yeah.
And I can still use 5 companies, 5 different database where each database will not have any files related to Kaizen framework.
Right. Yes. Perfect.
Okay, that's great.
No, only their data. Only their data. Yes. And for this, in user master, you will get to choose which user data need to store in which table. Which database.
Okay. That's good. Yeah. So this was not there before, right?
Yeah. We have developed later, right?
Yeah, that's a great job.
Earlier stage, this was not available, right?
Yeah. So if you can really work on the front end part, the schema thing, what I told you, I think that would be really
be very. Yes. We can definitely do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually,
thanks.
Hardik here. Actually, the problem is that we have let's say made the adjustment in the Kaizen that it can work on multiple schema, but there are some version of SQL servers which are actually giving errors. Like one of the SQL version, if you don't specify the schema, it is unable to find the table. So there are hiccups.
Okay.
Actually, there are many hiccups in SQL versions also.
Okay,
so we are the thing you suggest, we'll do the same thing. Like
actually, there is a way.
The schema.
Yeah, there is a way. If the SQL server is giving errors like that, based on my knowledge, I would like to share. There could be one reason, which is security. The user that you are creating may not have the access to that particular schema.
Yes.
Number one. And number two, this problem that you have in your front end there can be a workaround. by creating synonyms in SQL Server.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you create synonyms, let's say my table is in, let's say customer table, it's in schema called schema A. So, and let's say my invoice table is in schema B. So the table name, you can create a synonym in the, let's say A dot customer is my physical table, but you can create a synonym customer. Similarly, if your schema is in B dot invoice header, let's say invoice header is the table, you can create a synonym invoice header in for B dot invoice header. So when you come to your front end in Kaizen, when you select invoice header and do not specify the schema, if there is no synonym, it will be an error. But if there is a synonym, it will pass.
Okay, got it.
Yes, yes. So, and same the synonym thing is happening in the current 2019 version in SQL. So when, at the time of creation of the table, a table itself create a synonym same as a table name. So that's why when we are choosing table name, it will automatically choose without any schema that particular table. But the difference between this is if we have a same table name with the two different schemas, then it will be get confused.
So yeah, then it will be error. Yeah, then it will not work.
Yeah,
and that is not good practice anyway.
Yeah. Actually, that is not a good practice. But I have seen somewhere in my customers database there they have same customer detail table and with different schemas.
So you can
So
may I suggest?
Sorry, Sureshji.
I can suggest. I can suggest you create a view, updatable view for that table which is conflicting, and give a different name. Let's say you have a dot invoice header and B dot invoice header. So
yes,
you can use instead of using B dot invoice, B dot invoice header, which might conflict with A dot invoice header. You cannot use the same synonym. You can create the view, and you can use the view in your front end.
Yeah.
Possible to create view in your
yes.
Sureshji, sorry, Sureshji, can we can we have more detail in-depth discussion one-to-one, because I'm sure we have a lot of things to cover. I'm really interested to do that, but since we are running out of time.
No, I believe this could be helpful for others.
Definitely, yes. I want that, but I wanted to have more detailed talk with you later, and then we can embed it. So so first of all, thank you for raising this. And see, what you rightly said, that we were not having it right now, when we were having it like currently, because the framework name itself says Kaizen. So in case if you don't find any function here, maybe after a few months you will see the functionality here. So
sure, please carry on.
Yeah. So Suraj, you can continue with the mobile application functionality.
Yes. So currently I have developed this application. This application is actually a web application. Just where we have created the APK file. So I'm clicking on the APK in the mobile right here, and whenever I'm click, I will get logged in. Okay, actually I have already logged in, so that's why the application is not asking me any login information. Okay, so now this dashboard I have created through HTML. So I can create this calendar also I have created through the HTML. So I can do whatever designs in the market available. I can create that, and I have applied CSS for that. So I can create any dashboard or any type of thing in. Now in this particular functionality, I have created two things. There is a punch in, punch out. So I will show you the first thing is a geolocation and the camera. So you can see I have shown the latitude and longitude fields. So you see on page load, the latitude and latitude will be get displayed over here. So that is working. Okay. If my application has does not have any permission of geolocation, camera, and those are the things that application needs to run. So application will not start. You need to give permission for that. So that is there. And when I'm clicking on the camera, this functionality is currently is inbuilt camera. So you will not choose from the gallery or something else. So I can capture this and I can save this particular record. So my punch in is done. So I can same way I can do the punch out also. So this is the camera functionality and the geotagging functionality. Second thing that we have developed that is record. Okay, now I want to record in this particular company. Their company thinks that they want to record core values of this particular company daily. So for this, they want to create this application, this particular. So when I'm choosing on the field, it will go to my recording, my mobile's recording. I cannot choose from this. Okay, if I want to, I will not able to choose this file. So I need to record new file. So if I'm clicking on this, I will recording some files and record anything, and core value. I will reading that core value, and here is in right side save option. So I'm clicking on the save, and you can see the recording get uploaded in the system. I can listen this particular and save. So if I want, I can record this particular and save also. And if I want to edit that, I can edit also. And if I want to listen whatever the things that I have uploaded and I want to listen it again, so I can do it by clicking on play button here also. So this is the one thing. So you can record anything. Then the Vipassana meditation thing, actually this company wants every employee to do meditation at least for 11 minutes. So they have created a one music for them. So they what do they go? They do go here. They click on the video link. Okay, the camera will get open. I can choose the front or back camera, and they start recording it. And in background, they are playing that music, and they keep the mobile in front of there, and they start meditation. So everyone is doing meditation, and and everyone gets stored that particular video in our server. Here I can see the recording and I can save. And we have created the one advanced version of this also, because if we are recording video of 11 minutes, that means as per the mobile camera FPS, so size will get to 500 MB, 200 MB. So I want to record value in minimum FPS. So we can choose that also. We can create setting, and we can update that. You can record in 2 FPS and 10 FPS, whatever the thing you want. Okay, so we can do that also. The next thing is barcode scanning. So I will show you one page that I will scan QR code for now. So in the sales invoice page, here you can see the barcode field. Currently there are no products selected in product section. So I will go here and click on the barcode. When I'm going into barcode, I will request permission, and I will choose camera front and start. Currently we are showing these settings, but in the next version you will get direct click option, and you will see this directly. You don't have to click on the other settings. Okay, so I have one barcode in my QR code in my hand. So I will just try to scan it. Yeah. After scanning, the record gets updated in the data in the list, and I can scan multiple times. If I want, I can go here. Yeah. So you can see there are 2 records. So I can add multiple products by scanning, and I can create the invoice. So something like that. Is there any question regarding this mobile applications or anything else?
Yeah,
I can
Suraj,
show you another things.
Yeah, Suraj, actually, Chandrani ji has a question. So she's asking, how
Okay.
does the mobile application development framework looks like? So ma'am, what you're seeing right now, this is actually what is the final output. So basically, there's no difference between mobile application or a browser application. Only thing is that it is by default responsive. See, the screen, what you are looking at mobile is right now on your screen, on a browser, on a laptop. Maybe if you can just unmute yourself and ask me a particular question, maybe I'm not getting your question then.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, like, if I want to change the look and feel of the framework, is it possible to do so?
Yes, so you can do it.
Definitely, you can do by adding CSS. There are some folders. We will provide you the details of which folder you will go and you can change there. You can do to whole project also, or you can do it for a particular one project also.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
But if the
And
CSS
fields and everything can be changed, like desktop application, right?
Yeah, I'm not getting.
No, so okay. So ma'am,
Yeah, I
I
can
hope
customize it. I mean,
Okay,
I can
so
customize
yeah,
it,
yeah,
right?
Suraj, wait. Let me. I
Yeah,
think so. I got what Chandrani ji is trying to say. So her question is that, let's say the form. Okay, can you just open one form? You know, जो मोबाइल में भी अपने को अभी खोल के दिखाया था. Just open a one form. जो भी मोबाइल में दिखाया था. Okay. So what she is trying to say, Chandrani ji, correct me if I'm wrong. That this form, you know, when you see it on a desktop browser, okay, looks different. And when you open it on a mobile application, you wanted a different look and feel. That's what the question is. Yes. So the answer is yes, you can do that. I mean, again, you know, I cannot take credit for that. It is simple CSS. Okay. So you can go to a particular file and you can do the modifications that for mobile phone, you can, you know, we have these particular style. For desktop browser, we have these particular style. So these are two separate things and you can do it very easily if you have a CSS knowledgeable guy.
And one more thing, like, is it possible that I only take the mobile app and I do not use the desktop application?
That's up to you.
Actually,
You don't
both are
give
the same.
rights.
So there is no difference for mobile app and desktop application. To create an application, you need a desktop, the browser application. So you will create more easily. You can create on mobile also, but there will be very difficult task because screen is very small.
Okay. I mean, they are not interdependent, right?
No, Suraj,
Yeah.
Suraj, wait. I think so. The question here is different what Chandrani ji is asking. Okay, so Chandrani ji, first of all, when you make any form or any application or any page, it is by default mobile responsive. It means whenever you make a mobile application, you are actually calling that same web application what you develop on a desktop browser. There is nothing like you have developed something on a desktop browser and now you are exporting it for a mobile. You are not doing any such thing. So whatever by default you make, it is applicable to mobile at the same second because you are simply calling the URL.
Fine, I get it.
Yeah, so there is no, like, you know, for mobile, we have a separate framework.
Yeah,
or
just like Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Amazon has the same application in the browser only and same application in your
Vipulji,
mobile.
Actually, Vipulji, what interface you are using? It is React or
no, sir.
Anything Next.js?
No, we are not using any interface. We have, you know, specifically coded out manually each and everything. But for design, we are using Bootstrap 4 theme so that in case if you want to change the look, color, layout, format, everything, you can easily do it with anyone who has a Bootstrap 4 knowledge.
So you are using Bootstrap with HTML, right?
Yes, Bootstrap with HTML.
Okay.
Chandrani ji, you have any question, doubt?
No. Thank you. My questions are answered.
Oh, so I hope, you know, the question clear your doubt. Suraj, a mobile application you were showing something.
Can you one question? Can you go back to the mobile UI.
Yeah, wait.
The barcode one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah.
So please bring up the camera. Okay, now I scan one barcode. Can I continuously scan more than one barcode at the same time, one after another?
Yes. We can do that also. Uh, Currently, we have developed this particular functionality. So we are actually setting up scan and stop and scan and stop. But after that, in the live version, you will get multiple scanning at a one time.
So, Suraj, wait, just Surajji. So what you are asking, it's actually a live case study we have. So I'll tell you the real life challenge. One of the customer, now what they do, they have multiple invoices, okay, and they deliver, let's say, they have like 100 invoices. The goods are being picked up, okay, and they are put it into a truck. Now, obviously, there is a chance of human error that the delivery guy, obviously, he is not so educated. So he might have put a wrong product into that truck, which is not there in any of the invoice. So in that scenario, what typically they do, they open this camera, they start scanning each and every product inside that truck, whatever they have put it on that truck. And once they stop scanning, they just press a button and automatically you can set a script which will give you a bifurcation of match and mismatch products. Okay. So your question answer here is that yes, you can have multiple scanning, then collect the data, validate it with your whatever record set you have, and you can then show a result.
Okay, good.
So I hope this was clear.
Yeah.
Suraj, anything else you wanted to show?
Let me show you one thing. Okay, I will just copy my mobile number. So now I will showing you the WhatsApp notification and WhatsApp thing. Okay, so let me go to the masters. I'm just sending the one customer to the I'm sending one message
OTP.
to customer. Okay, so I'm pasting this. Okay, I'm not copy.
मोबाइल नंबर टाइप कर लेना।
अरे ये मोबाइल नंबर अलग है ना मेरा।
अच्छा, तो दोनों चीज एक साथ कॉपी कर रहा है इसलिए।
Okay, and I'm just clicking on the save. So OTP gets saved, and now you can see the OTP get received in my phone. Okay, using this OTP, I can create a new order. Okay, let me go to my screen and go to the dashboard, and I'm just adding a new order in the system. Okay, so let's say my name is Suraj Mane and my mobile number is this. Order status finished. Payment type COD. My Mahindra Scorpio. Add. So I have added one particular product for the order, and after that, I need that confirmation number. So 9194. If I'm adding any different number, then it will show me alert. So invalid number. Okay. and save. So you can see I have received just after saving, I have received just one message. Thanks for ordering. Okay. And here you can see my order details are there. And if I want to install this particular product in my car, so I need a fitting center nearby. So I can click I can get that information by clicking here, and I can get all the fitting center details. So this chat and responsive chat I have created, and we can send something like this also to a new customer or to a new lead. Actually, this particular message is for new lead. Yeah, this one. Whenever the new lead come into the database, this particular message goes to the customer, and customer can choose between he can call, he can message, or he can order now. Whenever user wants to order right now, he has to click on the order now. Whenever he click on the order now, our software application get opens, okay, and this data gets saved in the database itself also. So user can enter this data about other. Currently, we are getting the mobile name and every mobile number and city address and everything. We can get more information if you want. And whenever I'm saving this record, this data gets stored automatically into the database, and by mobile number I can track that thing. So I can link WhatsApp to my database also. If I want to message, I can click on the message and I can open Wapis or chat, anything. So this can be done. Same way goes to email also. So this integration can be done from the Kaizen. So there is no problem with that.
Suraj, you have any other functionality, or we can move ahead with
Yeah, that's it, man. For the mobile, that's it.
Great. Thank you, Suraj. Tripura, if you can just share your screen. Actually, we have two users with us who are using Kaizen framework since quite some time, and they have already made products and they are selling those products. So I have one person. Tripurari, एक मिनट अपना Kaizen ही दिखा दो ना. Kaizen दिखा दो Tripurari. Okay, so we have Ganesh Yadav with us. He is a Kaizen user. Being a non-programmer, he is able to make application, and he is able to he is really doing wonders. So sometimes when he shows his projects, even we wonder that how did he achieve this with framework, even though we have made the framework, but his achievement is far better. And second one, we have Nikhil Daftari with us. He is a very senior person. So he is also not from any .NET or Java or Python background. He was making desktop application, but then he adapted frameworks very quickly, and he is using this framework at the best top speed, you can say. I would like, first of all, Nikhil bhai to address everyone, and please share your experience with Kaizen. Nikhil bhai, if you can just make your video on. I think so Nikhil bhai just got logged off. We can continue with Ganesh Yadav. Ganesh bhai, you are there?
Hello.
Nikhil bhai, yeah, you are here.
Can you see me now? The video is on.
I'll put you on spotlight. Okay, yeah, I think so everyone can see you.
Yeah.
Tripurari, you can stop your screen sharing. Tripurari. Yeah, okay, perfect.
Yeah. So literally about me.
Nikhil bhai, we can't see you. Sir, थोड़ा phone के नजदीक आइए, कैमरा के.
Can you see me now?
No, sir. आपका background ही दिख रहा है.
अभी?
Yeah, perfect. अभी ठीक है, perfect.
Now let me tell about me. I'm in IT industry since 30 years. in the IT industry, and I'm a co-developer working in all possible. Like I started my career with a COBOL, working Basic, then DBase, then Clipper, and so on. Lastly, I work on VB6, doing some projects. I want to switch over to browser-based, but then I try to learn MVC. I joined some classes, I paid huge amount of fees, and try to learn the MVC with my team. But I found it very complicated, very complex to learn Java, MVC, all these things. I was searching some solution, and I got connected with the Vipul. He given me his idea of the Kaizen. I was not convinced much initially. I say, how is possible? How can it's possible to make software such a high speed and such easily? But he keep on following me day and night, by try kijiye. And one fine day, whatever my developer gave me a very big shock. Or two developers, they left the job. And I come on the soup. I said, now what to do? This is very common in our industry because people are just left the half the way. So I started my own, myself the Kaizen. And now today, I'm thankful to Vipul. I'm really thankful because now I've got such a huge power with me. I don't need any high-end developers. I'm having with me now only 4 developers, but they are not the Java. They are just BCA. Then one is the BCom and 2 are BCA. They can work wonders. They can do everything. Even my son studying in the 12th, he also make the forms. Whenever I tell him to do some forms, he makes some forms and give it to me. So now today, if you ask me, I can take any project from the market and can do the work. Because this Kaizen is so simple, and the support of Suraj and Tripura is so good that everything is they're having all solution with that. Yes, last week I had taken one auto work with QR code, and I was wondering how it's possible. But then Suraj given me within 1 day, given me the solution. It's possible. So this is what I can tell you. That I was searching, and today I'm very happy with the Kaizen. And I must tell people that to adapt the Kaizen. It might take time initially to change your habit, but after few weeks, become very easy for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikhil bhai. Thank you very much for giving the testimony.
I must thank you.
Sorry, I have one question.
Yeah.
Nikhil bhai, how much profit you are making using this Kaizen framework?
No, whatever. How I will just give you a simple profit. Is when I quote the customer, I quote them a man-hour. Okay, say example, I get some customer solution. I work on I quote to customer man-hour, a man day. But when I work in Kaizen, it become speed become 10 times more. So if I quoted for 12 days work, 15 days work, I can do same work in the Kaizen for 3 days, 3-4 days. So I'm getting 10-12 days man-hour main day profit. There is roughly. Because you get such a huge speed of development, mainly the development speed. And second is I don't require a high-end developers to appoint high-end developers. Because there are 2 main costs which we are coming in my case, our industry. One is the manpower cost, which is very high, and we can't trust them. They keep on changing job. Every 6 months they keep the job. So there we are controlled, because now I'm keeping a very, very junior person who don't have much knowledge of the Java or something. So my cost is going down there drastically. That is what.
That's a huge profit, I guess. Then.
Yeah, of course, definitely, because I tell you one thing: the cost of manpower is very high. Not the cost. The main is that they are not going to work with you lifelong. Very simple. They want big corporates. They want
See, I want to.
Yeah.
I would like to share my experience.
Yeah.
What happens is when we wanted to build a solution, all the stakeholders get involved and everything, and there's a very good enthusiasm, and we are going in a very, very good tempo. Yeah. Over the period, when it comes to development, and then development time, and then the bug resolution time, etc., then the entire the kind of tempo goes down. Yeah. And that is where all the business stakeholders get discouraged, and they actually lose interest. So this is what happens. And I think, and I was looking for a framework which is for .NET, because for me, I'm very powerful in SQL. I'm very powerful in Crystal. Also .NET, we have Windows Server, etc. But I wasn't getting one. So I'm so happy today I've met
I
you.
just tell you, so you are the right person to adapt, because if you are strong in SQL, then nothing. It is like a really require SQL, nothing else. And believe me,
And
I'm using, and I'm getting good.
and myself, I had made a low-code solution some time back. This is, I think, more than 10 years back, and it was successful for some time, but it was basically for the client server. And then when I had to reinvent everything for the web-based version again,
Okay, of course.
then I gave up. I said, it's going to take so much investment again, so I gave up actually. But that is what it is. So low code is the need of the
because
need of
we
the
don't
business
depend on
actually.
my concern only was depending fully on the staff. This is only my concern. Because every time people keep on changing job, we cannot give them any way. They want so many things. So for me, it's a small company, and I depend fully on the staff for everything. They keep on coming to me. I want more hike. I want profit margin. I want percentage in project. It's a problem for me. I was about to leave the industry. I said, forget, both come here, we forget. And then I got the people. And then again, I'm in the industry. It's a very big.
Nikhil bhai, I think if this is such a making a huge profit to you, and it is such a good tool, then I mean, I've just maybe this question is for Vipul bhai. Why only 25 or 30 members only using Kaizen? I mean, so now if this is such a good thing, then this is my curiosity.
No, I just tell you, okay, fine.
To Vipul bhai.
No, I just give you answer on my side. Vipul has convinced me before 1 year, use the Kaizen. But I was not trusting because kaisa possible? How is possible? The second thing, change of habit. I say, you are fighting with Microsoft. There be MVC, Java, you are fighting with them. They are such a huge company. How is possible that Kaizen can, equal like a MVC? But then he told me, Nikhil bhai, try the small project for me. So I tried a small project, in-house project, and I had success. And then today I'm trusting 100%. 100% on this Kaizen, 100%. It takes time to convert because it's a mindset. Difficult to trust somebody. How is possible that such a simple thing possible? That make me doubt. I said the possibility is simple. Today I say, okay, today morning I start the project, a small project of 20, 30 or 30 forms. Evening I'm finished. One day I finish the project completely. With the everything I finish in 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Finish. Today I'm having around 20 projects on me, or taken on by me. Small project. I can finish in 1 month. All project. That is what I can tell. It's so simple, so fast. It is very good, very good, very good.
So do you think your decision was very right or correct?
100%. I may say I was late. I should have met him in Corona time. Because in the Corona time, we all at home. I cannot do wonders in the time. The time for 2 years, I wasted my time in learning MVC. Not wasted. I was trying to learn the MVC. I appointed so many developers. I had done so many tuitions. I joined online during the Corona time, lockdown. I had worked, but then again it's tough for me to learn the MVC. So I actually thankful that if we are meeting that time, I don't do wonders. Today I got my own ARP developed using Kaizen, 100%.
Nikhil, how much time you spent initially to become fluent in using?
Initially, what I do, I had taken a small project from the client. I was spending around 2 hours per day after office hours, and taking help from the Vipul and his team to creating small, doubts clearing. And then slowly, when I get confidence, I can do. I had taken the big project. But
so how much time it took? About, let's say, 2 hours per day?
Yeah, it took me around, you can say around 1 month. Depend completely on the Kaizen. So around 50 hours I taken. Around 50 hours I taken.
50 hours.
To learn the entire Kaizen. And then I changed myself completely. Today, my entire team only using Kaizen. And I don't know. The best part is I don't require developers who are youth here.
what was the major area that you took more time learning and trying to do things? Like in an application development, there are many areas, many kinds of things that we do.
No,
Which area that you found the Kaizen was a little bit more difficult to adapt to?
Actually, it is my own because I don't know much SQL. So for Kaizen, you must know proper SQL, not 100%. If you should know the SQL, queries, triggers, all these things. View you should know. Otherwise, if you say developer part is not there only, and to create the form, we just required to create the form, create the field, nothing else. The main part is the SQL, backend SQL. You should know a little bit about how to fetch the information or how to create the view, how to create the. But when I work in Kaizen 1 year back, it was not much developed. What I can see for last 6 months, there are so many features they keep on giving now. Every day I get some new feature. And then they're getting more simple to create the query, more simple to make the view. Now they are more simpler compared to what I'm using 1 year back.
So when you download, when Kaizen releases new features, when you download, you have to download and apply some patch or something, or
you have to apply one patch. They give you the upgrade patches, which you just copy paste in your IIS and run the query.
So how do we test before applying the patch? Like we apply patch in a test instance and try things out?
I was doing initially before 3-4 months in the test, but now I know they test them and they give it to us. So I don't directly put a live testing. I don't test now. Initially, I was testing in my test environment before applying the patches to the live client. Over last 6 months, I stopped that because I know they are testing and give it to us. They don't require to know. They only add some feature range to make it more easy for the operator. Today, my son can do. I'm wondering, my son is in 12th standard. 12th. He's creating form for me, all the forms. He's creating basic, list, all these things.
Okay.
Creating the basic thing and give it to me. Papa, देखो हो गया, अब try कीजिए. Then I try, then I do. It's so simple.
So how many applications, different types of applications have you developed so far?
I had around, you can say around 40 applications.
30 different type of applications.
Yeah, but basically I'm more in CRM. So CRM for different industry, CRM for typical, and then some customer solution also.
Okay, great. Good luck to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Nice of you.
Thank you, Nikhil bhai. Thank you very much for,
I have one small question if you can answer. When the modules are built, how about the import and export functionality of the data? I mean, import from Excel, etc.
That is there. There are facilities. There are some features that you can import Excel.
Yeah, you can import data from Excel and CSV and XML files also. And
so selection of a file, selection of some standard module available for selection of file, and then
yes, there is a browse button.
Mapping the fields.
Yes, there is a field type in our application. Single file upload, multiple file upload, the multi-sheet Excel file upload, single sheet Excel file upload, and there is XML file upload also. So you can choose.
I can just tell you one thing, sir. I have not got any feature which is not there in the Kaizen. Nothing. Everything which I needed, everything was there. Nothing. There is no feature which I or nahi hai. Everything is there in the Kaizen.
We try for some new feature. So if any client wants any new feature or anything, we hop onto that and we start developing and make it a new release to our customers.
Sir, this is the reason the framework name itself is Kaizen, constant update. So it has been 18 years multiplied by 365 days, and there's no single day when Hardik has not added a new feature or updated an existing feature. And this will keep on happening. And we have to keep doing this because daily people keep suggesting us, like one or the other good things that ye bhi dal do, wo bhi kar do, and all those things. And जो निखिल भाई ने बताया था ना कि adaptability issue, I think so the best example is what you are looking at the screen. Sir, this is the biggest problem I am facing, to convince people that please leave coding, please leave the dependency on the developer, please optimize your operations and adopt low code framework. But then the typical answer what I get is, we are too busy and I don't have any solution for that. I can program, I can automate systems, but I cannot automate humans. So this is a challenge. And the reason, and Rajiv bhai, आप पूछ रहे थे कि why it is free. Sir, this is the reason it is free. People want.
No, I think that's fine, and I would like to say that probably this can multiply in many folds if there is a much better marketing, and probably a community should come together to make it more popular.
Exactly, sir. The problem here again is that even when I call IT entrepreneurs, IT companies and say that, okay, why don't you just see, why don't you even try? So the biggest hesitation is that, no, we don't want to leave coding. So, sir, then, everything ends over there, because I wish they don't leave the code, but yes, the code is definitely going to leave them one day.
So the thing is, developers are not the right target for this. CIO should be the right target, because CIOs are fed up of the programmer leaving the job and going.
Sir, actually, developers will never use this framework because it is like digging their own grave. My biggest concern is even IT company owners are also hesitant to use these kind of tools, which is the biggest concern, because ultimately, end of the day, making profit is their concern, not the developer's concern. But then, again, as Nikhil bhai said, it's a mindset problem. People don't want to change of what they were doing since ages, and they just don't want to adapt something overnight.
My issue is only one when I meet the Vipul, how it is possible, such a simple thing, how it possible. It cannot possible to make a software so fast. It's not possible. I was not trusting him at all. He was following me, try kijiye. I said, nahi, I can't trust because how is possible? But then when I use one project, I got shock of my life. How is possible? And today I am depending fully. Any project come to me, I say, yes, take it. Don't worry. Kaizen mein ho jayega. Nothing to worry. Any project, any API, integration, video, audio, QR code, barcode, nothing. I just say, yes, take the project. Don't worry. Ho jayega usme. That is the what I'm telling you about Kaizen.
Thank you, Nikhil bhai. Thank you very much. I wish सबको हम पे इतना ज्यादा विश्वास आ जाए जल्दी आ जाए, rather than suffering because of the old system, और फिर finally जब accept करते हैं तो वो बहुत ज्यादा लेट हो जाता है. But anyway, ठीक है, we have to keep trying, our best कि भाई हम लोगों को convince कर पाए कि भाई there is a tool available. You don't have to be dependent on coding and developer and everything. So thank you, Nikhil bhai. I think so. We have one more user with us. Ganesh ji, you are there. Sorry, he got logged off. Anyway, so जब गणेश जी आते हैं तब वापस हम उनके साथ बात कर लेंगे. So anyway, so as promised, Tripurari, if you can just stop your screen sharing. So as promised, I have a special announcement to make. Yeah. So what we have done, so we understand that adapting a new system will take time. Adapting a new system will definitely have some confusion, some uncertainty आपके दिमाग में जरूर आएगी. And you need a push. What we understand that yes, people wanted to use the framework, but they need a push. And the biggest push is money only. There's nothing better than money. So what I can, so the announcement today here is that if you pay us for 3 support days, okay, because we charge per man day for support. If you pay us for 3 support days, and whenever your first project, Kaizen project, goes live, we will refund those 3 days money back to you, because our intention is not to make money, but to put you on board so that you can start the process of making application in Kaizen. So, and what I have experience is that if a money come going from your pocket to my pocket, then there's a seriousness on both the side. Otherwise, what will happen typically, people comes here, see the demo, they clap, They praise and they finally forget. Why? Because I can understand you all are entrepreneurs. You have 500 things to do daily. Definitely you will forget that, there was some demo and, you like the way how the framework works. So trust me, if you are serious enough, pay us for the 3 days support advance and we'll refund that money back once your first project goes live. So that's a promise from us. And yes, we can, give you in writing also. Not a problem. So my man day cost is 6,500 rupees per man day. So that is multiplied by 3. So it comes out something 19,500, not a big amount. And we'll again refund it back once your first project goes live. So this was the announcement. Any question, doubt, anything? I think so. Nilesh bhai, I have a question. Let me address it quickly. I have a design online examination system to work on offline platform. Can we make it on this platform? Sir, can you please unmute yourself and explain me what do you mean by offline platform? Nilesh bhai.
Yeah.
हाँ
हाँ विपुल जी, नीलय हियर फ्रॉम वडोदरा गुजरात.
हाँ नीलय भाई. या
ये क्या है कि एग्जामिनेशन ऑफलाइन यानी विदाउट इंटरनेट हम रन करते हैं.
ओके.
तो few of our CAD CAM clients, they are running the training center in the training industry.
राइट.
ट्रेनिंग इंडस्ट्री में क्या होता है कि सारे पीसी में इंटरनेट नहीं दिया जाता है, अदरवाइज स्टूडेंट सीखने की वजह वो व्हाट्सएप पे चले जाते हैं.
राइट.
तो उसके लिए उसमें वही लोकल सर्वर में फोल्डर कॉपी करके उसका एचसीएम रन कर देते हैं. जैसे वो कौन बनेगा करोड़पति पे एसएसएम एमसीक्यू क्वेश्चन है, एमसीक्यू क्वेश्चन विद क्वेश्चन एंड 4 टाइप ऑफ आंसर. सेकंड चॉइस इज क्वेश्चन एंड यू हैव वन इमेज.
आई गॉट इट. वो आपका एक हाँ वो समझ गया, रैंडम क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. सो यस, टू आंसर योर क्वेश्चन, यस you can set Kaizen on your local server and you can run locally. You don't need internet for that.
मगर ट्रेनिंग सेंटर के पास तो 25 पीसी हो, तो 25 पे मुझे Kaizen डालना पड़ेगा.
नो 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 सर, आपको एक ही लोकल सर्वर पे.
सर्वर का कांसेप्ट नहीं है ट्रेनिंग सेंटर पे, सर्वर का कांसेप्ट नहीं है.
सर सुनिए सुनिए, सर मैं बताता हूँ. स्टैंडअलोन पीसी ही है, बट दे आर कनेक्टेड वाया LAN. Okay, so assuming that one particular PC, you make it as a server and you host Kaizen over there, and all other PC will simply run on a local host.
Okay,
that is possible.
Okay. तो ये MCQ वाला सिस्टम मेरे ख्याल से एक बार मैं आपकी टीम को दिखा दूंगा.
वो हम 1-to-1 कर लेंगे, मैं आपको बता दूंगा कैसे हो सकता है, ये कर सकते हैं.
तो इसको कैसा स्मूथली जा रहा है, कैसा है वो एक बार देख लेंगे.
Yes sir, definitely. Yeah, thank you Nilay bhai. Yeah, Chandrani ji has a question. Does it run both on Android and iOS? Ma'am, it runs on Android. I have never tried on iOS because we deal with all Indian customers, and in India there's hardly any market for iOS. But yes, we would love to explore it more. But then since there was no demand, we never give a thought to that.
Yeah. But there is no big thing to do. Okay, we can do it by hiring one developer. So currently we have done in Xamarin. So in Xamarin we can create Android application and iOS application also. So there will be no problem. But we have not created yet. So it will maybe take time to create in iOS.
Chandrani ji, I hope your question is answered. Okay.
Yeah, my question is answered. Thank you,
Great.
guys.
Thank you. Any other question? Rajiv bhai, Gaurav ji, Mr. Faizan, Sneha ji,
just one question.
Datta ji. Suresh ji. Yeah.
Something came up just now about Android and iPhone.
Yeah.
This is a web application which is responsive.
Right.
And it should supposed to work in both Android and iOS.
Right? Yeah. So, okay, now there are two things. If you run it on any mobile browser, Android, iOS doesn't matter because browser is a browser, end of the day. It will work. Okay. It doesn't matter what OS you are on because it's a browser. For making an app, a proper app, you need to call a web, web view, and you need to call that live URL. Now we have done that with Android, successfully working at many places. Even Nikhil bhai has deployed, few applications on Android. iOS, we have not tried. I don't say it is not possible. Yes, we have not tried because there's no market in India for iOS. So, we haven't given so much focus on that. But yes, we would love to do that. And it is possible. Only thing is that we haven't done, so I don't want to overcommit anything.
Is it making the web application run like a native app?
No, sir.
No.
It is again simply calling as a web view.
Web, sorry,
No.
web what?
Web view. Web view.
Web view.
So basically,
just the icon is installed, correct? Are you saying that
No,
just
no,
the
no, sir.
icon
No,
is
no,
installed?
no. So let's say I'll give you an example of Android, because since we all use Android here. So in Android, if you install any application, any app, okay, forget about my framework, you get an APK file. So
Yeah.
here also for Android, you will have a proper APK file, an app, Android app, which will call a browser on a live app, this live URL inside that APK.
But what way it is different from running with the browser?
Sorry?
What way it is gonna help? Like what way it is different?
Yeah.
Or
So okay.
better
Yeah.
than running from a web app
Yeah.
browser?
So actually, there are hardly 2 or 3 differentiation here. One is, let's say if you log off, okay. So on browser, there is a tendency that if you close the browser, you get log off. But when you make a APK, an Android app, you don't get log off. Why? Because then we store the value, encrypted your login details into a local SQLite database, so that whenever you open a browser, you are always there. Plus, people have that mindset that, okay, it's an app. Ultimately, it's a web view only. Yeah. But then see, the reason why most of the companies are moving from native app to a web view is because the development time, efforts, and cost is too high for native app. So let's say if you want to change anything from a dot to comma, you need to spend a lot of time, efforts, and everything to do that. Wherein on a web view application, you keep changing 1,000 times in a day. You don't have to tell your mobile users to download or update or do anything.
Yeah. The trend is towards web view nowadays. Yeah.
Exactly.
Notification. Also for notification, Firebase notification in a mobile application.
Yes.
Yeah, so you get a notification via Google Firebase, which you don't get on a browser, but you get it on a APK, since the application is lying on the Android version. That's why.
So thank you, friends. I'm rushing for another meeting, and I'll get in touch with you.
Thank you,
and
Rajiv
certainly
bhai.
I would start with one application, which is actually for the spiritual network, and I want to start with something good, and then then I go for commercial. So that is what my target is.
I
have a request for Vipul bhai. As soon as possible, can you arrange a second meeting so we can get it started on this? So this is an organization. I want to help them now, and then I wanted to start using it for the commercial purpose.
Just 1 minute. Tell to all the members who are there, anybody having any issue can talk to me also. I'm ready to help you because I can give you idea also how to start, what to do. So we can share a number with Vipul.
Sure.
Talk to me also. Sure. I want to just help Vipul to make it more, nothing else.
And another thing I want to say is I'm located in Dubai, heart of Dubai. So you guys need any help here, or if you're coming here, most welcome to visit my office.
थैंक यू सर राजीव जी। ये देखिए, अगर आपके यूजर ही अगर आपका मार्केटिंग करते, इससे बढ़िया बात क्या हो सकती है। सो थैंक यू निखिल भाई। मैं आपका नंबर सबको दे दूंगा, सो दैट सब आपसे सपोर्ट मांगेंगे। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच। आई हैव वन क्विक क्वेश्चन। सॉरी संजय भाई, हाँ बोलिए।
थैंक यू सो मच। Yeah, we'll catch up separately.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Sanjay bhai. I have one question. Sorry, I have one question from Mr. Pascal. Pascal जी, आपका question नहीं समझ पा रहा हूँ मैं. If you can just unmute yourself and ask me.
Sure. I just wanted to understand what kind of connectors are available. Like, say from the app, I want to put out data to social, or I want to get in files from say something like SharePoint or Google Drive.
Simple APK. Sorry, API.
Sorry, I wanted to understand, is something like that already available, or we would have to use their APIs to bring it?
No. So I'll tell you the recent case study. One of my customer, we have linked Facebook marketplace, Facebook store API with my framework. Yeah, so that we have done. I still have
Facebook
to understand.
leads get automatically updated into my systems.
I hope this clears your doubt.
Yeah, Vipulji, I have a
हाँ जी,
question.
हाँ
Have you
गौरव जी,
done load testing? Because the maximum
yep,
data,
हाँ,
like how much 2 billion, 3 billion, what will be the load
yeah.
and what will be the server sizing?
Perfect. So, sir, we were lucky to have few customers where my database size have gone more than 1 TB. Few tables were having crores of records, and we were able to perform it with hundreds of users parallel. I will not take the credit on my side because ultimately the credit should goes to the SQL performance. And since we have worked on a lot of big database, so we know how to optimize the query. Again, it's all about the query optimization. Let me not take any credit for my framework.
Perfect, perfect. If you have some dashboard like that,
yeah.
Basically I'm working with the government sector.
Okay.
So it will be like recently we have automated completely all the employment exchange across the India.
Right,
So
right,
huge
right,
volume,
right.
Volume is very high.
Yes.
So how it will perform if you have some screen and all these things, then that will be better.
So
And
हम क्या कर सकते हैं सर, हम क्या कर सकते हैं, आपका जो existing जो whatever application you have, if you can share few details or your challenges, maybe we can help you to optimize your maybe structure or the way you are writing the query, or maybe you know how you are handling the data. Because honestly, performance tuning is a big subject. We can't cover it in few lines here.
No, that is perfect. But we always have a load testing reports, right?
Okay.
Because we know load testing may what is the server size, what is the timing, what is the processor, how much load it will take.
Right, right.
Accordingly, automatically when the data gets grown, automatically increase the sizing.
Obviously.
So if you have some load testing reports, then we can understand how much means the framework is, how much
capable
load
to
wise
handle
it is
that.
applicable.
Yes.
Right.
So we
Yes,
haven't.
yes, yes, yes.
I don't remember we have any load tested reports. But yes, since you have mentioned it, I will note it down and I'll make sure that by next meeting we should have some reports ready, so that I don't just throw big words in front of a screen. I should show actual figures.
Perfect, perfect. No issue. Thank you, Vipul.
Thank you, Gaurav ji. Datta ji, Kaushik ji, any query, doubt, any question, sir?
No, sir. Let's see. We have the one-to-one. We can discuss there also.
Yes,
so
sir. Thank
Vipulji,
you.
I am also leaving. Thank you.
Thank
It was
you,
a
sir.
wonderful session. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank
We
you
will
very
meet
much.
again.
Thank
Right.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Jaiswal, Bobby, Mr. Pascal, Chandrani ji, you have
Actually,
any doubt?
Bobby is my system.
Acha,
Actually,
acha. Okay, okay.
a bigger
Sorry.
screen. I'm
Okay.
connected with both the thing.
Acha,
So,
okay, okay.
Thank you, Vipulji.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Jaiswal, Mr. Pascal, Nilay ji, Chandrani ji, any doubt, query, any feedback? I'll be happy to hear that also.
I have feedback. I'll share it separately with you on WhatsApp later on.
Thank you, sir.
I missed the most of the session, I guess, so I'll still join the next one.
Okay, sure. Not an issue. Not an issue. Yeah. Anything, Nilay bhai? Chandrani ji?
No, Vipul, I have heard everything. It's like it's a very, you can say, comprehensive and all-in-one system. You have addressed most of the problems, and so it's yeah, I liked it. Yeah, I'll speak to you later on.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Kaushik ji, Nilay bhai. Suresh ji, you have any question?
No, Vipul bhai. Actually, I'm actually what do you call that? Really amazed. Actually, I've been talking to you for last 4 years. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason or the other, I couldn't put it into test. But actually, I told my technical problems also. I shared with you, and I think somewhere you are close to fixing that issue.
Yeah.
So I hope you will get there with the complete solution. So we have actually few projects, and I mean, like in my group of companies, we have many companies in our group around more, and many of them I am looking into the application development side and also the IT side.
Okay.
So I always have some requirements to develop and make it web based.
Yes, web based.
Many of our applications are desktop based.
Yeah.
ERPs as well as custom developed applications. So the main bottleneck always comes up when we need to convert that into a web based, because the stacks are there are many stacks. And see, one thing I always feel, like the frameworks are one thing, low code framework or no code framework or one thing, and it definitely have its own place in the scheme of things. And there is this again tailor-made development, like heavy coding development. But there is only one concern, which is about getting our application locked up into one framework. That is actually when we have talked about this mindset thing, which you have been mentioning also. Like people like you shared that picture where someone is offering the wheel, but they don't still accept because they are very busy. Okay, that's a very good one. So the main bottleneck, the mindset is that you also know that everyone accepts coding by themselves is a very time consuming and very expensive one, but still they are very hesitant. The main reason is that even if it is time consuming, difficult to develop, cost issues are there, still they are comfortable because it is their own. They have full control over what they are doing, and that is a start. So switching over to framework, basically mainly the big organizations, big software companies who have several clients. Their main concern, I believe, for switch over to this kind of framework is the lockup to that framework. But I believe I have read somewhere, or I saw in the video YouTube of your previous session that someone asked this question, and I think you answered that. You don't have to worry about your database because it's with you. You don't have to worry about your store procedures and the business logic, whatever you have put in your database, in your backend. That is you. All that you have to change in case someday you want to go back to your different framework, or you want to go back to a different system, you just change the front end, right?
Right.
So that way your framework gives someone that option, that in case if they want to unlock themselves from the framework, it's not that they will lose everything. Like there are so many cloud-based proprietary what do you call that, low code or no code framework, where you have no control over your database.
Exactly.
So you can continue to use it for 5 years or 10 years. You build up so many things, you load up so much database, the data, historic data is there sitting over there, and one day you stop paying, they will cut it off. And in fact, I have found one case where they said that some of your clients did something and they completely locked it off. They completely locked the system, and the whole business was not able to use the application for 2 days till they proved that they didn't violate any of the thing. So basically, I mean, coming back to that mindset thing, it's the basic reason is that I think if you can convince them like what you have already done in the previous YouTube, I think the switchover is not that difficult. But I will definitely use it. I will definitely put at least one application. I will definitely do it.
Sir, yeah, what you say is right.
I will do it for your sake. Because we have been talking for 4 years, and I tell you, you are crazy.
Thanks for the compliment.
having come up with this kind of a system, putting in effort for so many years, and offering it for free to encourage people to come on board and all that stuff. I know how much effort it is, because even to develop a simple application, it takes weeks, and you are talking about a framework which has to solve so many problems of the developers they they come up with. I mean, it's incredible. So at least for the efforts what you guys have put in and come up with this kind of concept and continuously putting in the effort to improve the framework, I think it's an incredible work. I have seen one other thing, which is what is that? One more open source one, Open ERP.
Open
Right?
ERP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is one more thing. Those guys are also doing a good job. They're also giving it all free and all the stuff. So, so far, I think I've seen these two, which are really community oriented and trying to do something very creative and innovative. And both are from India. So
Yeah.
very happy to see that. So I wish you more and more success. And I definitely would like to promise that, commit to you that I will develop at least one, definitely to start with. And then definitely once I get the hands on to that and feel comfortable, definitely more will come up.
Great. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much, people, for your time. Yeah.
Thank you, Sureshji.
See you. Yeah.
Yeah. See you. Bye. Bye. So, any other query, doubt? If not, then we can end the meeting.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for attending the meeting. And
thank you so much.
I hope this adds value to your time. And as I said, in case if you wanted to start, you can call me anytime. You have my number. And we can immediately start with one small project so they can see the success, and then you can have a further big leap coming up.
Yeah,
So
sure.
thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.